to my channel. Today we're gonna work on the question valid mountain array. It's an easy level array question. The question states given an array of integers, ARR, return true if and only if it is a valid mountain array. Recall that an array is a mountain array if and only if the array length is greater or equal to 3. There exists some I within 0. I is greater than 0 and smaller than the length of the array such that everything to it forms this mountain shape. So this is the highest number and everything before that is in increasing order and everything after this highest number is in decreasing order, which forms this mountain shape. And then this one increasing but not strictly. When we see like two consecutive numbers 3 3, then there's like a straight line here, which is not a mountain array. So let's try to solve this question. This is relatively easy. I'm thinking we can solve this using a 2-pointer, and then we can also use a boolean as a flag to see when it switches from increasing to decreasing and if it stays decreasing all the time. So we can start, and before that, let's do some base checking. So they did say the array length has to be greater or equal to 3. So if length of array is smaller than 3, or the first one is already greater than the second element. So if it starts off being from high to low, then we already know it's not a valid mountain array. We can return false immediately. So after the space check, we can start writing our code. We can have a boolean, like a flag called increasing, and then we can set it to true at first because we want it to be increasing at first. And then let's go through our array with 2 pointers. To do that, I'm gonna use zip. So for left, right, and zip of the array, and then array. So this means left is gonna be the first element in the array, and right is gonna start at the second element in the array, and then it's gonna be left and right. So we keep comparing the left and right to see if it's in increasing order. So let's say if left equals right, then we know immediately it's a false because it's some consecutive duplicate numbers, and that's not a strict mountain array, so we return false immediately. And then if left is smaller than right, then it's good as long as increasing is true or in our increasing phase, right? So in what case would it be bad? It would be if not increasing, then we would return false. We're looking for cases basically when it's not true, when it's not a valid mountain array. And then if left is greater than right, then it has 2 cases where left is greater than right. It could be like we reached here to the highest point and left is greater than right. And we can change our boolean from increasing to false. And then now we're decreasing, right? So if left is greater than right, then we switch this flag to false. And then if at any point the rest of the array is always left is greater than right, that means it's correct. But if any point left is smaller than right when the flag is already switched, when it's not increasing, then we can return false. And this should be it. And then we can return true at the end if increasing is false. So return not increasing. This just means return if increasing is false. Return true if increasing is false. Let's try running the code. Yeah, so this is how I would solve this question, and the time complexity of this would be O of n. I'll write this down. Where n is the length of the array, And then this space would just be O1. And also we're going through one pass is just one pass. And then the space is O1 because we're not allocating any extra space. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching.